Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to this channel. It is your boy X-Ray, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dev Notes 8 here, and we're going to be starting off reading from the top. So the producer of the game, PD Co. First, we'd like to give a sincerely thank to all the Star Guardians that we've been sharing the feedback with since the Grand Launch survey. Based on the feedback we've shared the Grand Launch survey, we're reviewing responses from the Star Guardians across all regions as we refine our future improvement plans. As we carefully review all submitted feedback, we kindly ask that you understand that this may take some time. We are currently reviewing not only the feedback from the survey, but also insights from the community and gameplay data as we continue to identify areas where Star Guardians may be experiencing inconveniences. We have carefully reviewed all of the feedback. We have carefully reviewed all of the feedback you provided and preparing improvements to deliver a better gameplay experience. We will continue to address these issues through future updates. Please begin with the developer. Before we begin with the developer notes, we would like to once again express our gratitude and our apologies to the Guardians around the world who have been with the 7 Deadly Sins origin since the early access on March 16th. As a token of our appreciation, we have prepared a special reward for you. So we'll be getting a regular SSR Hero Selection ticket. This will be distributed to the game during the mailbox during the Wednesday after maintenance, I believe, of April 8th. So this will be next week on, it says Wednesday. Wait, did it say? Yeah, it says Wednesday. I guess, okay, well, we'll be getting it on the 8th on Wednesday. They might be talking about their time, because I believe the 8th for us would be Tuesday, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm having a brain fart right now, but hey, it's whatever. From this selection, you will be able to choose Elaine, King, Gilliwood, Jericho, Manny, or Drake, or Diane, which is really good for those of you who missing, especially me, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was just finna blow a whole bunch of money just to try to get a copy of Manny, and now I do not have to do that. I will be getting this copy of Manny to go with, you know, the rest of my team, and then that will help me out with trying to keep all of the new characters acquired, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, very interesting. Let me know down in the comments which box of stuff you guys were going to be going for, and yeah, let's keep going ahead and reading on what's going on here. So our development team has sincerely apologized for not providing a stable, comfortable gameplay environment for the release of 7 Deadly Sins Origin. Despite this, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all Star Guardians who continued to support us with a great interest and care. We do our utmost to deliver a more polished and complete experience. And this developer would like to share key improvements and fixes that are planned to come from the April 8th update. Key improvements, here we go. Okay, path of exploration to difficulty adjusters. We've identified that many Star Guardians experience difficulty progressing through certain missions of path of exploration, particularly in sections where they're required to repeated attempts such as fishing and capturing. Okay. In these cases, challenges do not stem from difficulty of the missions itself, rather than the number of the repetition rather than the number of repetitions required. In particular, for capturing, we have found that the need to craft potions as part of the process contributed to increasing the overall fatigue. Okay, so are we finna lower these costs for some of these potion captures? It is designed to allow Star Guardians to naturally experience various content across Britannia through missions progress. We are preparing adjustments to reduce overall number of required repetitions so that gameplay flows and not interrupted by fatigue in certain sections. Okay, that's interesting. So like, what do you guys mean? Like, are we gonna take out some of the mundane stuff of cooking and all of that stuff? Are we gonna have like skips items on everything? In addition, star fragments will rewards upon obtaining new skins. With this update, a new feature will be added, granting star fragments upon obtaining new skins. Currently, most skins in the game are obtained through engraving equipment and equipment crafting, as crafting engraving equipment is the first time requires a significant effort for progress. We are introducing additional rewards to provide greater purpose and motivation. Okay, so you, after the update, you will receive 500 star fragments for each skin attained. So I'm assuming if you already have the skins, you'll be getting this. So this is more ways for you guys to get some more stones in the game. And I think it's what, every character has about 4 outfits. I believe it's no, it might be 3 outfits. Every character has 3 outfits. Some characters have 4. So that's a decent amount of stones if you're going to be going for getting all the costumes and stuff, which actually makes you want to go for the costumes as well. So that's just another way for you guys to get more free-to-play stones, more free-to-play friendly in general. That's a lot of stones. 500 for each skin. It does take a while to do it, but as you go through time and we get 20, 30 different 50 characters in the game and you maybe come in late, you might be able to just walk out of there with a whole bunch of characters. They got skins for life. And you just keep doing skins over and over again for some more summons. You actually obviously work for it, but as the game progresses and we get later on into the game, it'll be easier for people to get these skins and stuff gone and get it all the way completely maxed out in their codex. So it eventually will happen. In addition of options to display other players' combat effects, as mentioned in previous development, we'll be adding a feature that allows players to disable other players' combat effect during parties. See, I'm fine with this, but I really would like to see everybody's ability, but give us a hard outline of the boss. Like, make the boss always outlined, even though we going through like abilities or something like that. Like, always have a highlight outline of it. Like this, especially on certain characters where they're really small. The dragon characters that are bigger is a little bit easier to do because they're bigger, but like Yella, you kind of really need to like focus really hard and pay attention to what she's doing. Can't do that too much when you got Meliodas here and here doing all types of black flames and shit everywhere. So it's whatever. Next up, they're going to be doing something about the difficulty to the boss challenges and the dungeons and adjustments in certain hell boss patterns. As mentioned in previous development notes, in the new in-game content is currently under development and being prepared for future updates. However, as many start artists has already begun to clearing the hell difficulty content, we believe it's important to provide new progression goals more quickly. In response, we'll be introducing the abyssal difficulty to existing boss challenges and dungeon content, offering a higher level of challenge and new motivation for a new hero progression. The Abyss difficulty is designed around combat that utilizes boss's weakness and with a focus on building and leveraging diverse heroes. Combinations through elemental burst effect. Initially, Abyss difficulty will be added to the capital of Dead. We'll be getting it to Gila and Argod. Okay, as existing encounters, these encounters will feature Earth as a primary weakness, along with additional weaknesses that include both Earth and Darkness. Okay, so the rewards for completing the higher difficulty will be obtaining SSR fragments, which can be used to progress SSR limit. Okay, interesting. So they did manage to get us a way to get some free-to-play SSR fragments for the weapons. Interesting. The difficulty will continue to expand over time, and we've planned to further develop into content, encouraging strategic gameplay, various elements and combinations. That is really interesting. We've also made certain boss patterns in the hell difficulty of the Capital Dead and Spider's Nest dungeon. Okay, so it seems like for Hell, for Gila and also the Spider's Nest, they're going to be essentially adding in a little bit more of a brief window for you to actually be able to hit when the character is like running and jumping around and going here and there and here and there and here and there, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that is really interesting. Okay, improvements to HP recovery when re-entering dungeon combat. Okay, so they start without full HP sometimes in dungeons, and it does mess up the vibe. So with the upcoming update, HP will be fully restored upon entering a key combat content such as the dungeon, boss challenges, hero trials, dungeons, and combat trials. This will allow players to in combat insert more stable state and reduce unnecessary preparation. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. I know I don't mind like standing in front of the thing to teleport, but I guess you don't really need it now, and you kind of making some of the hub areas a little less useful, I guess. To support smoother crafting and consumable uses early stages of gameplay, we'll be increasing the amount of materials available in resources such as gold ore, flower petals, tree saps can be gathered. So they're going to be increasing some of the items on the map as well for us to have a little bit quicker time to craft stuff. We're going to be increasing the ability of early game growth materials and reward adjustments. It was briefly mentioned in the last development note that we have identified that many starter cards are experiencing difficulty obtaining gold and lower tier growth materials. With this update, we aim to explain to players how to acquire resources needed for early hero progression. First, we'll be adding rewards to existing content to increase the ability for enhancement stones and refinement stones, and from some added to rewards and dungeon bosses content. And we're also preparing updates that allow players additional qualities of both enhancement stones and refinement stones from mastery dungeons. Okay, so we will eventually get a dungeon just specifically for those, which I was surprised that we didn't launch with one of those. I thought they would have definitely launched with something like that, but we're getting it now, so I can't be too mad. In addition, with the gold dungeon, the number of cubes required will be reduced from 10 to 5, improving its overall efficiency compared to before. Yeah, it definitely does. But you still want to low-key do the bosses. Like, you want to do the mini bosses because you get other rewards other than just gold. So like, I mean, they can nerf it, or I mean, they can reduce it, but it really doesn't matter all too much when you're just going to go and do that for the extra rewards. Either way it go. To address this, a world before the drop rates for uncommon fragments and elite monsters will be increased to 100%, while the drop rate for premium fragments will remain the same. In addition, we'll be introducing a feature that allows higher tier fragments to be dismantled into lower fragments. Why is this not in the game beforehand, guys? Y'all made Grand Cross. Y'all have this shit in Grand Cross. How is this not made before? I don't understand that shit. Like, I really don't understand that. I do not. Y'all made Grand Cross. Literally, there is multiple thousands of options in that game that are not in here that were in that game on launch, both JP and global, and I played both launches. So I don't understand why the hell we're missing out on some of this stuff that could be quickly fixed or whatever. To address the issue with smoother support main progression, quest progression, we'll be adding additional rewards and ongoing challenge mission 2 to the Destiny Bond event, allowing players to obtain SR Guild Thunder as a reward. I'll take it. Free dupes. I'll take any type of free dupes. Improvement on key cube usability. With the recent feedback from many Star Guardians, we have recent feedback from many Star Guardians that they are limited ways to obtain cube keys, as we concern their daily use feels restrictive. In response, our development team aims to expand opportunities to obtain cube keys and improve the usability so they can be used for more flexible based on each player's playstyle. We'll continue introducing new exchange items like the small cube gun bundle. This item can be purchased using cube keys and allows players to convert their daily cube key charges into bundles. This can be stored and used at later times. Okay, interesting. So now they added a way in for people to hold extra stamina, which is really, really good, because maybe you want to do like a stream or something and you need to hold just a little bit of stamina for that day or whatever. So you can actually do some content, and yeah, it'll be there. Finally, with this update, the number of times cube keys can be exchanged using the star fragments will be increased from 5 to 10 per week, allowing players to obtain and use more cube keys in gameplay. We will continue to introduce various events that make cube keys easier to attain, and just as we increase the rewards in the cube key giveaway event on April 1st, we kindly ask you to continue interest and support. And then they list a ongoing bunch of like stuff that needs to be fixed, and also bug fixes and stuff like that, which obviously they're working on. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about all of this stuff. Hopefully I was able to read some of the stuff off and y'all understand what I'm saying, because I ain't gonna lie, I was reading kind of fast. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. It's been your boy X-Ray. See you.